Okay, let's look at the monthly chart really quick for Apple. I want to show you how you can use the larger time frames in order to get in a nice swing and potentially get a longer play, especially since you're working so much more now. So looking at Apple, the first thing I do is I come in and I mark with trend lines. Trend lines are so simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You can just simply add them where you see they fit, right? So we have a trend line through here, and I'm doing this touch, and this touch. It needs to have at least 2 touches, okay? Then we've got this one. So we did get a breakout, but that was a fake out and it reversed. So what you can do when you have the trend line set like this is you can actually right click on it and add an alert to the trend line. And you can put on there, jump into calls if we hold above, right? So then that you can look at this, okay, man, we've been in this downtrend for months. When we get this breakout, it's gonna be beautiful. And look at what it did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months straight up. So that was a beautiful swing. I would always recommend, especially when you're swinging long term, to be grabbing 6 months to 12 months out. That way you don't have to watch it, and multiple contracts as well, so you can sell along the way. So then, okay, we got this beautiful break. Then look what we did next. We actually started moving sideways, and we stayed in this sideways chop. So there's a couple things you can do when we're doing this, because it's a monthly time frame, it's much bigger ranges. So you can look at this and say, okay, we tapped this 198, then we tapped the 164. So if we couldn't break 164, what were we looking at? We were looking at going back to at least 198. Again, we did it again, back down here, back up. So what I was watching the whole time was for another rejection or a breakout of this range. So anytime there's large ranges like this, you can use them as support and resistance and trade when it bounces or pushes off of them. So this move right here, we stayed under 197 for 14 months. So you could still trade few months out inside the range. And then when we got the breakout, we went from 197 all the way up to 220 really quickly. So it's something to look at on the monthly chart. It's really easier to trade long-term swings just with trend lines. Keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it. There's a lot more that you can add to it, but the simplicity of trend lines alone is going to give you a bigger move.